subscribe, fix the demographics so I can keep making money, please. It's been a month, but hey, better late than never. You all sent me a lot of questions, most of them coming from last night, and there's a lot of variety and some really whack questions. But it's about time to quit stalling, and let's get into it. When did I discover Centaura, and what is my favorite nation? I discovered Centaura when I found this one video by this YouTuber named VidLaser. It was talking about the difference between the games Centaura and Trenches Beta. And then I checked out the game. And I honestly just fell in love with it. I really enjoyed it. I remember it was and it was just the original 3 maps of Capri, Blackton, and Battery Q. And I just fell in love with the game. I just generally loved it a lot. I loved the chaos, and I just generally liked the game a lot, even with like how bare bones it was at that time. And my favorite nation by far would be Corvus, because like canonically crazy. They get away with everything. Like, they literally get away with everything in the lore except for getting nuked. But like that can be like brushed over, you know. How did I meet Wesley at Mythical? For Mythical, I remember it was when he asked me for help on a cinematic he was doing, and we just like got closer and stuff like that, you know, just working together more. And for Wesley, how I met him is I remember I joined his server like when he first launched after his, I believe it was his Aquilin campaign video, and I was just very inactive for a long time. And then it was when the whole Igor conflict started happening, so this was like late November, stuff like that. And I asked him if he could help me out and stuff, like backing him up and anything. And we just started working closer and closer together from then on, and now we're all friends, I guess. Do you like Centaura or Dead Ahead more? It's kind of hard to compare the two because how different they are in all aspects. Because Dead Ahead is an older game and it's entirely teamwork and navy oriented, while Centaura it is it's all land-based combat, and you can have one dude just absolutely balling out and could carry the game for you. But if I was to choose, I would just picking Centaura just to how much I play it more and just stuff like that. Dead Ahead I do play every once in a while. I do like it a lot, and I'm really glad that it's finally getting the updates that it heavily deserves, like with the Hydrocyte Fleet update, Urson update coming soon. And yeah, it's really hard for me to pick, honestly, but it would be Centaura though, honestly. When will you come out and admit that you're a femboy? We've seen the Jesus Christ. Okay, I am not a femboy, thank you very much. I don't know what evidence you're talking about, but I'm not admitting anything because I am liable for nothing. How do you and your family feel about this achievement? How much money do you make? Hold on, I'm about to get my family in here right now. Alright, I actually brought in my mom and dad for here. Mom, Dad, come say hi.
Hello.
How you doing?
Alright, so the question is, how do you and your family feel about the achievement of 1,000 subscribers? So, you guys say what you want.
Well, if I see some money soon, I'll be happy. If not, I don't know. No, I'm really proud of you, son. I'm glad that you have followers. And you know, I never really understood what you were doing. I'm more inclined to learn, and I'm real proud of what you're doing.
I'm proud of you.
Das Meme Lord.
I think that having 1,000 subscribers, it's amazing. It's basically your creativity that really shines through in all your videos. I really love that, and I feel very proud.
Yeah,
For clarification, I did not tell them to say this came from them right now. I literally just grabbed them from the kitchen. This was not scripted. This is 100% what they said.
Give me $20.
What? Can Meme Lord sing? I can sing. I won't do it for you right now. Can Meme Lord reach 2K subs? Well, I will, and I can if this demographic changes that you see right here. I'm looking at you guys. You better start subscribing right now. Is Das Meme Lord a meme lord? I very much am. Thank you very much. What is your address, phone number, state, school, and bank number? Advice, trust. Okay. Question. Can I be mod? No. Which updates would you like to see first in both Centaura and Dead Ahead? For Centaura, we already know what the updates are. What I would like to see, though, is them coming out more frequently. I get that game development is not easy. Believe me, I know that from my own work on Northern Wars, but they take a lot longer than they actually need to. I get a factor of that, like with the reason why Talona took so long is because of disagreement between Scott Lad and Classic, as well as Classic's own ATF addiction. But I just would like to see updates more, like smaller things, not like actual big updates, but just the stuff being added in here and there, you know, just to keep things flowing. And for Dead Ahead, Honestly, I would like to see stuff more on the latter half of the Foreman Wars, not just like early to mid-war. Like stuff in the late 50s, early 60s when Antares is really starting to collapse. One thing I would like to see though, like I don't know, this might be a plan for like a game mode later on, but like we have like something like Operation Tengo with the Antarians doing a last-ditch offensive against the Orionites in like late in the war when it's clear that they're losing, but they don't want to admit it. That's something that I would like to see somehow incorporate in Dead Ahead. Why did you start the militia? Okay, the Mima Militia essentially, it has its roots in the Igor conflict, where that's what we started calling our forces, and I decided to turn it into an actual raid group. I didn't do a lot with it initially, but now I'm starting to do it more with getting involved in like other YouTubers affairs and stuff like that. And I just hope to grow it and expand it more until so it becomes like an actual force, you know? To like raid games, do wars, stuff, fun stuff like that. Are you a cross-dresser IRL? I'm not a cross-dresser at all. There is no evidence to back this up, and I have no idea where this is coming from. Why did you start a YouTube channel? The funny thing about starting my YouTube channel is that originally it was just 2 shit posts I had on my school laptop that I just uploaded for no reason at all. Then my first actual video was a Discord meme compilation. I remember my original name was Deutsches Kaiserreich, which translates to German Empire in English. I know, fucking stupid, kill me, I know. I was originally thinking about being a meme YouTuber, but then I started making my Centaura videos, and you all know how that ended up. Do you have anyone who were inspired by to make the YouTube channel? I remember seeing YouTubers like the Russian Badger, Mr. Beast. I know that's an obvious one, but like whatever. Doing videos like that, mainly Badger though, because he just like makes videos, just having fun with his buddies, and I'm like, hey, I can do that as well. And I remember my original videos. Jesus Christ, my original videos fucking suck. I wanted to do it for a long while because I remember my buddies in school, they all had their own YouTube channel and stuff like that. They had like under 100 subscribers. And I'm like, hey, I can probably do it on my own. And I'm like, I'm the only one in my original friend group from my old school who did a YouTube video, who still does YouTube videos to this day. And I'm really glad about how far I've gone, you know, 1K subscribers and all. What is your opinion on Wesley, Mythical, and others? For Wesley and Mythical, well, first I'll just go with Wesley. Wesley's just a chill guy. He's like one of the few people who I trust with actual important stuff. Not just as one of my moderators, but like in general. I generally enjoy Wesley. He's a chill guy. I like hanging out with him, and whenever he's hanging out doing videos and stuff like that. It's very funny how different our personalities are, because like, I'm very loud and stuff. Wesley's a lot more quiet and stuff like that. And I felt so funny whenever we get into stupid ass arguments about like politics and stuff like that. How I'm an American, he's Dutch, and just shit just hitting the fan like that. But Mythical is a lot of the same. We don't talk as much as I do with Wesley, but I do enjoy working with him on stuff like that, and just generally glad to have him as one of my friends. For others, I don't know what this is supposed to be referring to, but I'll just assume it was like Joe, now Johnny Proton. I remember when we originally met, it was during the Eagle conflict. I helped him out because I remember he was originally the one under attack and then became me and just stuff like that. And we just started working together and stuff like that, you know, and my YouTuber friend group is now him, Wesley, and Mythic. How do I get women to like me? Okay, I don't know why this is being asked, but be yourself, don't be weird, and just like, I don't know, man. Women confuse me if I'm being 100% honest. I probably just offended the 1% of my audience that is female, but whatever. Do you like men? No. Least favorite shooter? Probably I would say Call of Duty with how it is nowadays. One thing that I know for sure is that I'm a sucker for older stuff, because I really enjoy a lot of older stuff, and looking at the old CODs and seeing the new ones nowadays is just like, Jesus Christ. That's me load freak with the old one. I don't know, like 1 million subscribers, sure, why not? What do you think of Thuggers? I don't know what this is supposed to be referring to. I'm probably just dumb, but I don't know. I can't give an opinion. What do you think about the L30 Tank Cat? L3, what is this thing called again? L3-30 Tank Cat. Jesus Christ, this thing is ugly. Holy fuck. Oh, it's used by the Italians, of course. Meme Lord, can I have a taco? No. Are you the Meme Lord? Yes, I am. Who are your official tailors for uniforms and such? I really don't have anyone for like official uniform stuff. I just mainly had Wesley do them, like the original batch of them. He did a very good job, I will say. I probably will try to find someone very permanent to do that. It probably will be Wesley, if I'm being honest. But hey, you never know. When do I think Vega will release? Honestly, I don't know. I remember hearing people saying it will release on the 10th, which is a little horse shit because we would have had play testing and the trailer would have dropped at least a day or two before. I don't know really. I just hope it comes within the next month or two. No one's gonna take until summer to do it, but hey, you never know. What happened to shorts content? I did originally say I was gonna do some more shorts content. I just never end up doing it because I just prefer to do real full length videos, stuff like that. Seeing people do so with shorts content, is able to churn it out so easily, like content farms, it just really pisses me off, you know? Because like someone who put no effort into a video gets like a bunch of views, while someone who puts in like weeks into a video, they barely crack like 2K views. Do you plan to extend content outside of Centaura in either Roblox or outside of Roblox? I do plan on doing videos on other games such as Airship Assault, Dead Ahead, Horizon Blue. I do plan on making a Horizon Blue soon enough with the new update that came out. But I do plan on doing other videos, not just cinematics, but like in general. A lot of them probably will go on the second channel, but cinematic stuff will stay here. Meme Lord, is this picture fire? Yes, this is very peak. Do you like it when we fight other YouTubers or nations? I really do enjoy it because it's just a lot of fun and stuff like that, just fighting other people. And the one time that we did with the YouTuber war, it was a lot of fun. I do really like doing them and I really want to do that again and continue doing that. Is it truly the friends we made along the way? No, it is not. Why do you only trust Wesley instead of us? Wesley's just genuinely just very responsible and stuff like that. What is your opinion on everyone that's active in your server individually? I can't really say individually because is how many like are normally active, but I really do enjoy the people who are in my server. I know you guys can be annoying at times, but I really am glad that you guys are my fan base. I know this is cheesy, but you can kiss my ass, I don't care. How was the Minecraft movie? It was good. Here's Meme Lord Amaya Talgooner. No, I am not. I will never be, never have, never will. Thank you very much. Have you interacted with a woman before? I have, many times. And funny thing, I hang out with entirely women at school for lunch, except for like 2 guys, but like, we don't even talk about that. What's your thoughts on the battery Q leaks from a certain somebody? Honestly, battery Q is getting the craziest glow up I've ever seen, probably even more than Blackton, because it looks genuinely very good. I'm like somewhat convinced that they're changing the game mode from domination to breakthrough. I doubt it, but it's just a thought in the back of my mind, you know? Why do you think Classic Master Noob won't interact for the 1K special? Okay, I remember originally I had planned for the 1K special. I was going to try to get an interview with Classic Master Noob, but it's kind of proven impossible because he has DMs closed. But, I might try again, but I don't know. I doubt it, honestly. What would be your first act to become president of the United States of America? First things first, homework illegal. Second thing second, put all available money into the military. Third, give me all the money. What are you looking forward to most in the Vega update? What I'm looking forward to the most probably will be like the new, like the light tanks. Fuck the Antarian light tank. That shit looks horrible. And just seeing just more content in Centaura, you know. We're finally getting new weapons and stuff like that, new forms of combat. Like we're moving away from World War I to the interwar era, which is something that's rarely seen in video games. It's something I'm definitely excited for. Have you ever talked to a woman before without getting arrested? I have, and I never will get arrested. Do you play Fortnite? No. What is your thoughts on the Cetus lore? Cetus is probably one of the more incompetent nations I've ever seen. Like, how does the king not have control over his own army? Like, genuinely. And also just confused me. Like, the official name of Cetus is the Empire of Cetus. But the king is not an emperor. He is King Scaffa. Not Emperor Scaffa. King. Do you cry yourself to sleep every night? No, I do not, and I likely will not. Does Meme Lord go outside? Yes, I do. Do you plan on remaking the Centaura YouTuber tournament? We are. Me, Wesley, Mythic, and Joe are planning on doing it again. We're currently in the works of it. We do plan on announcing probably around late April, early May. Favorite ship? Depends. If we're looking at like passenger liners, probably it's a tie between the USS United States and RMS Lusitania. Talking about naval ships, it would be, what is that? I forget the name of that one ship that got nuked like twice by the US Navy and still didn't sink. I'll find it and I'll put it up in post. Do you watch anime? I do not watch anime. I watched 3 episodes of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and never will continue watching it ever again. Will you ever play Yakuza? Maybe. I honestly don't know, but probably. Will you make Das Meme Lord Chan canon in Northern Wars? I don't know. It's if West decides to. Do you have weapons? And yes, what are they? And do you like them? And how and why? Okay, what a god-awful way to word it. But I do own some weapons. One of them being a katana, which I got from doing Tong Sudo, which I still do. And I do own a staff and some nunchucks. My grandma does own a gun. I'm pretty sure it's an FN. I don't know exactly. Why'd your computer get taken away? Teacher for failing grades. Like, come on, bro. Isn't that hard? Okay, buddy. I will not get personal about this, but like the school stuff is honestly for my own negligence, stuff like that, and just like getting too invested with YouTube. But like, I really do not want to talk about that stuff. Do you partake in D&D? I do not, but I do have this one buddy who has does D&D every Wednesday night. I'm pretty sure with his buddies. Last time you showered? 20 minutes ago. Can you let the children out of the basement? I have no basement and I have no idea what you're talking about. What is your opinion on all of Classics games? Centaura and Dead Ahead, you guys already know. King of the Hill, I've never played, but it does seem like an interesting concept. I probably wouldn't play though because I do not like math. I'm pretty sure he does own other games. I'm pretty sure Joe made a video on it. I'll find it. I'll probably link it up in the top right. But weird question. What's your favorite torture method? By far, waterboarding. Do you have connections to Ruben Sim? No, I do not. I do enjoy watching his videos, and I am very glad that he is taking an active role in making Roblox a safer place, especially with his row cleaner bar, which I do have in my own server. What is your favorite execution? I don't know how to answer this question, honestly. Like, what do you mean by favorite execution? Like, executioning of who? Because if then definitely be the killings of like Nazi leaders at the end of World War II with the Nuremberg trials and stuff like that. How many people in total do you remember getting banned from row cleaner? I'm pretty sure we have banned 4 people with row cleaner by now. Thoughts on CA Inc? Jesus Christ. I could go on an hour-long rant about CA Inc, but it was really something. The lack of moderation is just like, and how just toxic it was is just honestly just something else. And it's legitimately ashamed me that I was a part of that and did actively partake in that. That's why I'm glad I did end up getting banned from CA Inc now 2 years ago, if I'm remembering correctly, and I've never looked back. Are you having fun reading all these questions? Yes, I'm definitely having fun right now. You can tell by the sarcasm in my voice. Do you think it's possible to remove Maya Tal from the lore? She already has been removed, but it is impossible to get rid of her entirely. No matter what Classic does, the shadow that is Maya Tal will always loom over Centaura and Dead Ahead's community. Do you plan to ever reach 1 million subs? Yes, I do, and we will get to there. Alright, and that's all the questions for today. I want to kill myself now. That took way too fucking long to edit. Subscribe, like, comment, join my Discord server because a lot of projects coming soon. We're using these songs in upcoming videos. Join Saturno Studios to help me and Wesley on our movie project. Subscribe to the second channel, and have a good rest of your day.
Worst case scenario, we end up falling apart, and I'll be pouring my heart up on your